Hey, everybody, we're back. We're back. JPL is actually sitting in the community center right now. Can you hear me, JPL? You can just nod yes or no. So, she's been, as you know, in the area, finding out all kinds of stuff. She actually spoke to the sheriff a second ago. She was backstage. I heard the whole thing. He is not, it didn't sound to me from what I heard that he is so aware of any tips being funneled anywhere except for through him. So, I mean, the way it was presented that, kids will talk to kids as opposed to law enforcement. I heard him myself tell JPL, like, they're not concerned what was going on at the party. They need tips regarding Kylie. Can you hear JPL? She might have frozen.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, so exactly what did he say? Because I caught that part of it.
He said that he would address it during this community meeting, and that, all the tips go through them, not anywhere else, which is kind of interesting because this girl does have a website where the teens or whoever was at the party can send in tips, their video, pictures, whatever. So that's kind of what they're waiting for. I'm waiting for them to tell us what's happening. See here.
He didn't sound like he was too down with that, because I heard you say there's something where they'll drop you off but no parents or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. They can be dropped off and they can go to there's like a teen. They have like a team. They've got a team group that they have, and they said that their parents can drop them off, and they can say anything that they want to them, and I don't know how they're going to do this. If they won't tell their parents, and they're not comfortable telling the police, but I'm comfortable telling another teen. That just doesn't, I don't know. I'm just hoping it gets to the Placer County Police when these tips do come in that this girl does start getting. Right.
But like what I heard him say to you is we have a tip line set up. It's anonymous. There's no reason to make, it's already bad enough. So I cannot wait for him to address this, because I'm telling you, that is so serious. And where tips and information go has to be banked a certain way. And this is if this is something nefarious and a teenage girl, some people are like, well, she's 18. Look, she's a kid. She's a kid. She's a kid. Cat's eye, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's hearsay. Well, I heard the sheriff myself talking to JPL, and he was like, he said, we need tips. We don't care about what happened at the party, what was going on at the party. But he said, no, that it's got to come through us. So he said because he even asked JPL, he goes, what exactly is she doing? Or something. He said, what exactly is she doing? And so he said he's going to address it tonight.
Yeah, they're going to address it. So that is one of the things that they will be addressing, is that other girl and her tips, whatever she's created and
and so, I mean, it's very much appreciated. It
hasn't started yet.
Right?
No problem. See, everybody's here.
Minnesota gal, I saw that on another channel too. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try to be really quiet. Carrie just watched Inside Edition. Sam says she saw Kylie at 12:25 a.m. This makes no sense. It's not making sense. I understand she's 18. Again, I don't think she had anything to do with Kylie disappearing. What? But it's a mess. This has got to be addressed. It's a mess.
Yeah.
What is going on with her? And she doesn't know she's doing it. I really don't think she does, because this isn't her world, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I don't think she realizes the damage she could be doing.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, if these officers know that she's been on YouTube. Sammy.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he was a little surprised.
Huh? I know. I want to know where everyone was parked. That's what a lady next to me was saying. They've got to know something. They're teens.
Yeah.
They all know. They all talk. Yeah. But if she does have a tip website, they're going to want to know. And they're going to want to know what she's saying on YouTube as well. Like that guy that she just did an interview on.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Sammy girl. Yeah. And I don't know if they know that. So I might be coming back. I might drop down and then come back. I might have to drop down.
Okay.
I'm going to go talk to the police officer. Okay, I'll be back.
Don't worry, we'll hang. Let me see who's in here. We're already chatting it up. I see a lot of new names. Hit the sub button. Don't forget to give it a like to get it in the algorithm, and hit that bell. Hit the bell so you get the reminder. Big T. Uli Girl. Muscles. How you doing? Minnesota Gal. The Cat's Life. I'm going backward, by the way. Reese Place. Just Me. The Joy Catcher. Yeah, lots of new names. Carrie, you've been blowing up the comments today, and I'm loving it. Let me see. Happy's in the house. It'd be easier if I wasn't going backward, but that's all right. Lisa Durr, I love her comments too, man. She had one this morning about blew my mind. Crime Time. Of course, I love all your comments. That's the reason this is the best chat and the best community on YouTube, because you guys really think. You really think. Martha said they could be setting her up. If you're talking about Sammy, I don't know what the hell's going on, because I heard with my own ears JPL talking to the sheriff, because I was like, who is that? She goes, oh, that's the sheriff. He goes, what is she doing? From what I heard, he wasn't quite aware of this. Give me the tips. You can talk to us. We have ways of looking at it, and we'll get it to them type of thing. I never even heard her say she would get it to them. He was just like, he said he's going to address it tonight. So I have a feeling that when he addresses it, it's going to be what needs to be called into law enforcement. He said, I heard him say, we don't care about what went on the party. We've got to have some tips. 530-886-5375. This is because I just kept thinking today when we were watching her interview, and I kept thinking, this does not sound right. This cannot be. What is going on? Hang on. I kept thinking, this cannot be. This cannot be. In no realm of the universe is she undercover for them. What the hell's going on? Then I hear him go, no. They need to call us. Hang on. I'm going to put the link up if anybody wants to come up and chat. My glasses would help. Hang on. Joy Catcher said, thanks, Brooks. What'd I do? Sammy makes me think. Okay, let me see. Crime Time said they'll bring her little ass in if she's saying that. She was on a live last night saying that. We watched it today. The first show I did today about Kylie. This is show number 3 for Kylie. And we had one for Summer this morning. S said, now that I've watched more of Sammy, she does seem a little too into her role. Yeah, I don't get what's going on there at all. Again, I don't believe that she is into anything nefarious. Something strange, though. Again, I know we were going back and forth about this today in chat. Oh, she's cute. She's really trying to help. She's this, she's that. I don't think law enforcement thinks the shit's too cute. I heard the sheriff say to JPL, what is she doing? She explained the whole drop off, the tips and stuff like that. She said she was on a YouTube channel last night. I heard her, say what channel and everything. Nothing against the channel holder. Nothing. He's just taking the information. He said, we need tips. We don't care what happened at the party. She's right about that. But we need tips, and it's got to go to this. We have to be able to process them. Nobody else can be collecting information for them. This is really important that gets out there because time is of the essence. This is critical. She hasn't been seen since Saturday, probably Friday night. Friday night, early Saturday morning, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, so we're going on 5 days. Wow. I wouldn't mess with that. I wouldn't mess with that. Dawn said, hello, Brooks. Been watching all day while working. Thank you, Preschool Granny. I love this channel too. Let me see. I'm going to message JPL here in a second and see if we're going to be able to hear the conference because I really want this tip thing straightened out. I about shit and fell back in it when I heard that today, when she said, we have different ways of looking at things. And I thought, is she including herself with the police? And I don't want any hate or harm going to this girl. I think she's just that dumb. I don't mean dumb. She's just not that wise in the ways of the world. I said today on the first show about Kylie, I said, I don't think this girl understands that with her changing stories, even the smallest thing, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. Look, but she doesn't understand the gravity. She doesn't understand the gravity of it. Do you guys think that she's doing this on purpose? Is this for attention or what? Does she know more? Yeah, young and ignorant. But she's making a damn mess, and that is not funny. Her friend, whether it's a best friend, they had a falling out, they've only known each other a few months, I don't know. But this girl is missing. I have a feeling her parents want this done the way law enforcement says, not the way Sammy says to do it. Crime Time said she's trying to solve a crime. She's not in law enforcement. You don't get to impede an investigation. You don't get to. It doesn't work that way. Hey, JPL, how's it going? Okay, I can see. Okay, we're having trouble hearing. Uh-oh. I don't know if JPL can hear me. I might have to message her. Dadgummit. Let's see if she can connect. I could hear a little bit in the background. Sandy says, I think she's in shock and not thinking. I think either mom or dad, whoever keeps a roof over her head, needs to help her think. Device is not connected, JPL. I'm on the edge of my seat to hear this. Like literally, I am on the edge of my seat. Carrie, what don't you think? You got that, Ree. You got that right, Ree. Carrie said, nah, I don't think so. What do you not think, Carrie? Big T, yes, Sammy is over 18. The signal is better outside, but the press conference is inside. Okay, here comes our star. Oh, we're getting closer. You look so pretty, JPL. You're muted, JPL. I agree, Joy. Also, when JPL was talking to law enforcement, they said this is highly, highly, highly unusual. Like extremely unusual. They said hikers get lost and things like that. This is way, way, way out there. She's supposed to be recording it as well. Thank you, Voice for the Voiceless. JPL on the scene. Joy Catcher, I don't think they're utilizing Sammy either. I just don't. I think there also could be a conversation that they had when talking to her that maybe she took directly to heart, that she's on the team and she's going to help. I don't know. Like I was saying earlier today, whether this is the first case you followed or, several cases, or you just happen to catch Dateline every now and then, when they say the smallest detail, they get it down to a gnat's ass. The gnat's ass is not something that Sammy is going to be able to pick up or sort through. I don't know what she's talking about. They have different angles of looking at things. Had she been speaking about law enforcement, now as it comes through here, it will go to law enforcement. They have different ways of looking at things. Obviously, they do. Like I said, I was extremely confused. I thought, did law enforcement set this up? Because every news channel, when law enforcement was speaking yesterday, Angela, the FBI agent, all of them were very thorough about who to contact. And that was 530-886-5375. They never said anything that you saw at that party. Now, we don't need to know about the alcohol, the drugs, the sex. We don't need to know all that stuff. We need tips about Kylie. They didn't say, But make sure you let Sammy know. And Sammy will filter through these tips, and she will get us the winning lottery ticket, and we'll have this shit buckled down real quick. I did not hear anything of the sort when they were having the news conference yesterday. I did not hear anything like that. I had some bad signal, but if anybody can correct me, I would love to hear it. Hello, Wild Fox. New YouTube member. Where you been, Wild Fox? Wolf Cat. The one who asks who farted is usually the one who farted. Words to live by. What did Bob say? Hang on, I see a lot of people saying right, Bob. Bob said those bodysuits snap her button right in the crotch, so why was Sammy paying that close attention? Oh, hell, I don't know. She said something about they all went out in the woods together and peed together. They copped a squat or something. DT said, no, they didn't mention Sammy. They didn't mention the website. They didn't mention this teen-to-teen thing where you can give your tips to one of the teens. I believe she said there was like 7 of them that have qualified themselves to take tips in the disappearance. Hopefully JPL gets your stuff going. Ricky Beaver's in the house. Hello, Ricky. I mean, this is just insane. She is over 18, so she's got to be careful, man. There is a road to hell, and it's paved with good intentions. And old Sammy, either these are good intentions or for some reason, she wants to process information. It can't be both. You can't hear anything because JPL dropped out. Hello, Steve. SD said, Sammy mentioned that some of the people were involved in some underground fight club. Could she have dragged into a fight and was killed by accident? I actually considered that myself. I considered that there could have been something that happened at the party that everyone is not talking about and covering up. Like I said, like Michaela Jones. Now, that was actually murder. I'm not saying that this is a murder or anything, but nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. Now, Sammy did say it was a fun fight, kind of like play fighting, but it was mentioned. So nobody asked her really about it, but she said it was mentioned. Jesse said, I think Sammy feels really guilty. I think she feels, I think she's got to feel guilty. She's got to have some remorse. My question is, why is she trying to act like part of law enforcement, telling people to submit tips to this program she set up when the sheriff doesn't know what the hell she's talking about? And we just had a press conference yesterday that clearly said, hey, get a hold of us if you know anything about the party. Angela said, somebody knows something. There was no somebody knows something. And when you are willing to talk about it, call Sammy. That did not happen. Where is the girl that rode with Kylie? I'd like to know too. Just me said, all eyes on her. She wants to be in charge. It could be that simple. I'm in the limelight. I'm getting the attention. I'm going to be the hero in this. She did say when she was on that channel last night, she was asked what she thinks happened. So Sammy, in her years of law enforcement, has ruled out everything except for basically human trafficking, and that Kylie could be halfway around the world right now. Anything's possible. Not saying trafficking doesn't happen. Guess we'll wait on law enforcement. Jesse said, yeah, that's sus. It is suspicious. I couldn't have, even at 18 years old, getting all the glory and the spotlight on me, couldn't imagine having the balls of a burglar to say, I know this girl is missing. She is my best friend, kind of best friend, only known her a few months, acquaintance, gonna meet her at the party, was gonna go to the party with her, all of this stuff that's going on. But if you know anything that can help find her, I'm your gal. You tell me. No, I'm not digging that at all. Sorry. Mags gave an interview to a news station. Is that the one where she was with Sammy? Let me find it. We'll listen to that real quick while we're waiting on JPL. She sent me an email. All right, that doesn't have to do with this. Let's see. Where is it? I want to look at that again. This is search continues for missing teen. That was 4 hours ago. Where's the one with the friends? We can listen to part of the press conference again because I'm telling you, they want the tips to go to them. I'm not making it up. You guys were here too. Give me a second. We watched it yesterday. Okay. This is just so damn sad. I mean, it is. I keep seeing pictures of her mom. I did see her dad on the news. Her dad was on not our local news, but he was on NBC Nightly News. No like official interview or anything. It was just he's heartbroken. Let me see if I can see her here. Hang on.
The search is on for a missing 16-year-old. Search is on for a missing 16-year-old amid fears she's been abducted. Kylie Rodney was at a party at a campground near Lake Tahoe last Friday night, along with as many as 300 other young people. Kylie texted her mom around 11:30 p.m. to say she'd be leaving the party soon. She never made it home. Her car is also missing, along with her cell phone and credit cards, which have not been used.
This will be the search group over here.
Sammy Smith was at the party with Kylie and is one of the search coordinators. What time did you last see her?
The last time I saw Kylie was around 12:25 in the morning of the party.
The search is on for
That would help if I took myself off mute. All right, so I want to hear this video because I'm really interested in this clip of what was said. I also heard that Mags was the one with Sammy, but I have also seen that Mags was with Kylie. I still think Kylie left by herself. Hang on.
For a missing 16-year-old, amid fears she's been abducted. Kylie Rodney was at a party at a campground near Lake Tahoe last Friday night, along with as many as 300 other young people. Kylie texted her mom around 11:30 p.m. to say she'd be leaving the party soon. She never made it home. Her car is also missing, along with her cell phone and credit cards, which have not been used.
This will be the search group over here.
Sammy Smith was at the party with Kylie and is one of the search coordinators. What time did you last see her?
The last time I saw Kylie was around 12:25 in the morning of the party.
Okay, so she said she saw her around 12:25 in the morning. I'm really confused because I had a very different time. Like before midnight, that they parted ways, meaning Kylie and Sammy. I have another question. This is like the Wells case with the media manager. Who made an 18-year-old girl the search coordinator? Isn't this a very important search? Kylie's missing. Who made Sammy the search coordinator? Carrie, 12:25 a.m. and then Kylie called her less than 5 minutes later asking if she needed a ride. Exactly. I don't expect Sammy, who I've said before, doesn't seem to grasp the gravity of the situation. Her immaturity speaks for itself. She's very confident. She's very articulate. Not taking any of that away from her. I just don't think she understands what she's really doing. And from my vantage point, she's making a damn mess. She's making a mess. Jean said, hello, fellow sleuthers. Well, hello and welcome. Something's way off. There is no way that she is coordinating any search. Hell no.
What time did you last see her?
The last time I saw Kylie was around 12:25 in the morning of the party. I was leaving and I gave her a hug, telling her I loved her and goodbye and for her to get home safe or be safe.
Do you think that your friend was abducted?
I think there's a definite chance of it.
Mags Larson is another of Kylie's friends who was at the party.
I need her to come home and I need us to find her.
I also spoke with
Mags is really upset. I understand. I would be too. How does Sammy keep such grace under fire? Between collecting tips and organizing searches, I don't see how she's keeping it together. Can someone help me here?
Kylie's mom, Lindsay, who says there's no way she's run away. If she's with somebody who's got her against her will, what would you say to the people or person who has your daughter right now?
Just please give me my baby back.
No way you can look at that mother. She looks like if you touched her, she'd break like glass. I mean, honestly. I heard this too. I'm not happy about this. Silly Pizza said, I heard that they hosted a search with just the teens and no parents were allowed. You cannot tell me that that's normal. You can't tell me that's normal. And I just think that there's a lot of commotion and things going on that they can't possibly know what all these kids are up to. Scooby-Doo is a cartoon. Scooby-Doo is a cartoon. That's not real life. They're seriously out there playing Scooby-Doo with their friend missing. Misty Ray. They found a black tank top like the one she was wearing. According to Sammy, that's not hers. Also, she didn't have a tank top on. She had a bodysuit on. Jesse, yep. I can't believe an 18-year-old is running this search either. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not. I do not believe that she understands the statements she is putting out there as fact, how, well, ridiculous they sound, how damaging they are, and how, frankly, she could get in trouble. SD said, and the FBI okay with allowing kids to do a grid search? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. No, I don't think the FBI asked for Velma and Daphne to help with anything. Except if any detail you have about that party, we need to know. No, it's ridiculous. Okay, today, though, at the press conference, which, by the way, the audio and the visual was not on my end. It was awful, awful, awful. I'm waiting. I keep checking for a cleaner version. They did say at the party, Kylie did get a hoodie from someone. And from what I'm understanding, when she left, she had the hoodie on. So this is what it looks like. I'm not saying it's the actual one, but that's what it looks like. Lex, there was another press conference today. Yep, there was one yesterday and today, and there's one going on right now. JPL is there in person. She's there in person. You got to check out the last show because she was there live, panning the camera around. We lost signal several times. Just got to be patient. Let's see. April C. That's my question too. Obviously, she got cold. She got a hoodie. I don't know who it is. I don't know who gave it to her. There's my friend Pat. She said, I don't like the fact that she's promoting and suggesting to other teens, our new generation, not to go to LE. Hang on, let me find it and you can hear it for yourself. Give me a minute.
Have you?
Of course.
Do it. I know you've been repeating yourself. Repeating yourself all day, but what's the latest? Tell.
Sorry, I didn't have it ready. I got it now.
Tell us who Kylie Rodney is. Go ahead. I'll let you have the stage.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Kylie. Yeah.
You're welcome. I know you're super busy. I know you got to be tired. I know you've been busy.
Yeah.
I followed you at the press conference today, and I know you're a busy girl, and I just want to say I really admire what you're doing. It's amazing. You're amazing. You're only 18 years old, right?
Yeah,
You're,
I'm 18.
it's outstanding for a young girl your age to. But anyway, nonetheless, I know you're pressed for time, and everybody's wanting to know what's the latest. What is? Well, I'll let you take it from the top. Who's Kylie Rodney? Let's go back to the beginning, I guess, real quick. Just give us a rundown.
Totally, yeah. So Kylie is one of my close friends. We met through mutual friends, and we became closer in the past year to coming months recently. And she is just a light in a lot of people's lives. She's wonderful. She's smiling all the time. She's caring. She's beautiful. She's there for anybody who has ever needed her. She's very outgoing. She's outdoorsy too. She loves the water. She loves to sing. Her voice is just amazing too. And she's just a beautiful girl, and we all miss her a lot. And so,
Yeah, I'm sure. You saw her at the party, right? You were at the party with her?
yes, I was the last person to contact her after the party, and I was with her basically throughout the entire party. I sorry, I was
No, it's okay.
walking
It's
around
okay.
with her. And
I know you got a lot going on. I
yeah,
get it.
I'm at the team to team meetup, so there's a lot of
No,
kids outside.
Everybody's wanting to talk to you, and like I said, I greatly appreciate every minute I have with you.
Yeah.
Can you take a quick look at this photo? Is
Yeah.
this what she? Can you confirm whether or not she was wearing this at the night of the party? Is that what she was wearing?
Yeah, so that top is exactly what I saw her in. If you can see on her left side, on her hip, you can see some skin. She was wearing a black bodysuit. I remember because we went to the bathroom together, peed in the woods together a couple of times, and so that's her shirt right there. The pants were different that she wore to the party. She was wearing green Dickies pants, but that belt is definitely what she's wearing too. I remember.
Okay, so that is actually important that she was not wearing those pants. She wore different pants than she got there. Also, she clarifies later it's not a shirt, it's a bodysuit. Snaps at the bottom. Hang on, we got JPL backstage. Hang on. JPL, what's up? Hello? You're muted. JPL. All right, well, she's getting connected. We're going to listen to this. There's one part I want you guys to really hear.
I remember watching her have to take it off when we were using the restroom together. We were out using the outdoor restroom as like popping squat, basically. So yeah.
That was just released from the Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Can you confirm that, or is that
so that has not been confirmed. It has not been posted on our Find Kylie Rodney Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County.
I'm talking there.
It is not true. It is.
Okay, we were going through Sammy's interview with Tony. What you got for us, JPL?
Well, I'm outside the door right now because they could hear you. And I had to leave.
Sorry about that. Did
That's
they kick
okay.
you out?
But they're talking. No, I kicked myself out. I asked a question about the parking, and that Sammy got really upset. And
why?
was
Sammy
talking
got
to her
upset
friend.
hang on. It'll reconnect in a second. She's going to have to remember all this all over again. Turn your video off. Okay, she'll go to a different part of the building. So before the show, we were backstage. I heard JPL talking to the sheriff. Didn't seem to be fond of anybody getting tips except law enforcement. Go figure. Go figure. That's how it should be. Okay, here she is. Well, it says device is not connected. And JPL, I'm about to have a nervous breakdown because I want to hear about. Okay, are we connected now? JPL. You still don't have a very good connection. You're going to have to go over by that door again. Do you want to call me on my phone and then I can just put it to the microphone? Hang on, check your email. Out of my Vulcan mind, what is LE? That's law enforcement. I just told her to call me. I just sent her a message and I told her to call me. And then I'll just speakerphone it. Okay, I want to get to this part real quick with Sammy. And I'm dying to know what was going on inside the meeting. And I want to know why Sammy got so upset when JPL asked specifically about the parking. I don't know why that would upset her. Because, okay, Sammy's not the bad guy here. I'm not trying to throw any shade Sammy's way. Yes, voice for the voiceless. Yes, I did. I just sent her a message and I told her to call me ASAP. That's probably her. I lost my train of thought. Not hard to do. I want an 18-year-old I wouldn't think would be too concerned about where cars are parked. That's something that would drive an adult a nervous wreck, like myself, because I can't stop thinking about it, amongst other things in this case. According to JPL, Sammy got upset that she asked about it. Yes, April C., you are. You have got a dump truck full of shade being thrown that way. Ozzy said that would be so sick. I don't know what you're talking about. She'll reconnect in a second. I'm just trying to see if she saw my message. Let's listen to this. There's one part I've got to stop it out because I want everyone to pay very astute attention to one part.
It's not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people, yeah.
Okay, so we're getting to this part where she's explaining how they're taking in and I guess processing information and tips. I just think this was dangerous to put out here. Nothing against the creator, because you don't know what someone's going to say when they're on panel. I do think I think something should have been relayed to law enforcement as soon as this was over, that we're very unclear as to where tips go. Do they go to the teen hangout that Sammy has organized, or do you guys prefer them? I think that would have been an important phone call.
That was just released from the Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Can you confirm that, or is that?
Yeah. So that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kylie Rodney Instagram page, or on the website, or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true, and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So
okay, I'm really confused as to who she's been having meetings with. If it doesn't come from us, I think a good way, I'm going to help her. A good way to phrase this is, if you haven't heard from law enforcement, if they have not put it out in a press release, if it's not on their Facebook page, if they don't cover it in a press conference, then it's probably just a rumor. She said, if it doesn't come from us, who's us? Her and Mags? Because it's not her and law enforcement. They're not working with Sammy.
yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay. Perfect. So at the night of the party, the last time you saw her, can you tell us about, give us a rundown of the party real quick. I understand it was a large gathering.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be a senior farewell party where all the seniors and everybody from around our area, like Tahoe and Truckee and Incline and Kings Beach, were supposed to be there. They were invited there because it was supposed to be like saying goodbye to your favorite seniors before everybody starts going off to college, because soon enough your people are going to start leaving and moving out. And so Kylie's a senior, or she graduated early, so she's considered a senior, and I was a senior, so every senior was initially invited to the party. And as well, all grades were invited, just so that they could say goodbye. So I had talked with Kylie, and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together, and we ended up not going together. She came with her best friend Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kylie goodbye and everything. And they were never planning on like leaving together or staying together at the party. They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the day. And then I saw her the second she got there, and from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party. We would break off for mere moments from each other to go talk to other people or to go do other things, but we would always come back to each other. We were just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers, throwing glow sticks into the party. And it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30. It just blew up. Like it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed. And I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been overwhelmed. I've actually been underwhelmed. But at this party, it was very large. Like, it was bigger than any party we've had in Truckee all year. And for a lot of years past, there were people from what we think Sacramento, San Francisco. I remember talking to somebody who's from San Francisco, Reno, Folsom, areas that were just way out of reach from it. And
did she just say she's actually been to parties and been underwhelmed? Just curious, not so much about Sammy's taste in throwdowns. Who sets the bar for what's a big ass blowout and what underwhelms you? Just curious.
It was really overwhelming and weird to see, but I didn't really think much of it. I just thought, oh, kids are around here. They have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not? So then Kylie and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes, and then we went to her car to charge her phone, and we were talking about just random stuff, and then it's kind of hard to remember. And so, or no, we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just about the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party. And we were on there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving, and I wanted to stay at the party longer. And so then we ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car. So that.
Okay, to me, this is important. I want to hear something really quick. I didn't catch this before. So she said she wanted a ride home. They wind up splitting up. I don't get an explanation as to why she couldn't ride with Kylie. Daisy said, I don't know why she keeps making a point saying they were drinking the same drinks. Yeah, I put this up this morning. Court K clipped this for me. She was having a fun time at the party just being a teenager. That's very weird that she's talking about Kylie saying she was just being a teenager as if she's a little kid or something to her. Sammy's only 2 years older than her. I understand when you're a teenager, when you're 13 or 14, someone in their early 20s seems like really, not over the hill, but so much older and mature than you. She's just being a teenager. I think it's odd that she said that. But anyway, Smith told ABC News during an interview Monday, everything she drank, I drank out of, and there was nothing that seemed off about her. But she says we all split up. We split up, went different ways. Also, she left the party before Kylie. She could not have taken a drink of everything Kylie took a drink of. In a way, I'm almost thinking she is just talking and talking and talking and not realizing what's coming out of her mouth. Like it sounds good at the time, not understanding the implications later. And we're back to that too. Yeah, there you go, just me. If they got separated, how does she know? Dawn, that's a weird comment to say. Everything she drank, I drank out of. That's freaking weird. And she says she was just being a teenager. She was just being a teenager. At least she had her own drink. You were drinking out of her shit. Get your own.
Here they have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not? So then Kylie and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes, and then we went to her car to charge her phone, and we were talking about just random stuff, and then it's kind of hard to remember. And so, or no, we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just about the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party, and we were on there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving, and I wanted to stay at the party longer. And so then we ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car, so that we could sorry, my mind isn't in my
No, that's
but,
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I want to take a couple of questions here real quickly. Noah in the chat wants to ask you, who was fighting at the party? The girl and guy, look into them. Was there a fight at the party?
Yeah, so there were some friendly fights that were going on. There was like we had boxing gloves. People were like trying to instigate. It wasn't anybody who had really any drama or they weren't enemies or anything. It was more just friendly fights to keep entertainment going. This happens at a lot of our parties. We just do it to have fun. If somebody gets hurt, like we have people on.
This looks like a backtrack to me. This sounds like a backtrack to me. Like she says, like this happens at all our parties. They're just fun fights to keep the entertainment going. What are you talking about? It sounds to me like somebody got into it. Sounds to me like there was a throwdown
on them, but
so it wasn't like a fight out of anger. It was just kind of a just a fun competition type of fighting.
Yeah, just see who wins and who goes home with the title. Which I will randomly admit, people do end up getting in fights over who won, but not this time.
Daniel Taylor, and Nola, thank you for that comment. Daniel Taylor's in the house. Daniel Taylor wants to ask you: did Kylie have her boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend with her at the party?
No, there was no ex-boyfriend there. Her ex-boyfriend lived in Napa. He was in Napa at the time, and I think he lives in Napa. And he actually drove up the next day, the second he heard that she was missing. He's very close with her family and her. There was no anything. And she does not currently have a boyfriend. She was rocking the single life, like we used to say. She just wanted to be open and single and have fun as a kid.
I get it. She's only 16. She's just a baby. I just can't even imagine. How's mom doing? Have you talked to her mom at all?
Yeah, so I've been in close contact with the family.
How they doing? She looked just a nervous wreck. I can't even imagine what she's going through.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers are with. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say our thoughts and prayers are with the family. It's going to be a hard time. What can we do to help? What can the public do? The web sleuths out there. What can we do to help find Kylie? What can we do to help you?
To everyone at this point around the world, I'm hoping that this is reaching, and if anybody's seeing this, just if they can keep sharing this, get the story out to neighbors and friends and family and local news stations and local newspapers, and posting flyers, making flyers, screenshotting, and somehow making flyers. We need this information to spread everywhere. We're trying to get posters everywhere, information everywhere, just trying to have everybody in the world at this point looking for Kylie. And just trying to find Kylie. And if anybody sees anything, to report it immediately to the sheriff's, the police, the Placer County Sheriff's Office, or the numbers that have been loaded on. There's been a lot of trouble and frustration with people about the tip line, but they have to understand that there's 1,000 people in there working, getting millions of calls a day now.
I know you had stated that we're not trying to create any rumors, but there was something on the Facebook page that I wanted to see if maybe you can comment on this. It says 2 days ago on the Neighbors app, at 1:00 in the morning, a topless female was being chased by a Honda CR-V and was pulled back into the vehicle in Sacramento, California. That's about an hour and 38 minutes away from Prosser Campground. Kylie drives the Honda CR-V. Her tank top was possibly found at the scene. I know we just discussed that. We can't verify that is true. Down the road from they're saying her tank top was found at the scene down the road from the Prosser Campground. The timestamps could be off due to a camera clock being accurate or inaccurate. But I don't know is there anything you can comment on that?
Yeah, so we are investigating into that currently, from my knowledge of the detectives. And
okay, I did hear a little mumble of detectives. We are investigating into that. I don't think, even though I believe wholeheartedly law enforcement they've talked to her a lot. I don't believe they're letting her know the focus of their investigation, what direction they're going, what tips they have, who they may or may not have talked to. I don't think she's on the inside the way she thinks, but she just said, we are investigating. I don't know who the hell's investigating.
It has not been confirmed nor denied that if that is Kylie, but we do not believe that her shirt has not been found. I can confirm that her shirt was not found, nor were any articles of her clothing at all.
Okay, so
that is a big confirmation to make. She can confirm that. I mean, I believe her because we hear that Kylie was actually in a bodysuit. I don't think that's really her job to confirm something like that. Clearing up the rumors is great. That's great. But it was asked in a press conference yesterday and the question was skipped over. Then later in the evening, she says she can confirm it. This is dangerous behavior.
Okay, I want to let's repeat that. The spaghetti strap shirt that was claimed to have been found, that was not hers.
No, it was not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and everything. Not.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. So the spaghetti strap shirt, the top that was found, that did not belong to Kylie Rodney. Thank you for that, Sammy.
Yeah.
So I can. I mean, so now when we watched the press conference, the police were saying that they're trying to get everyone that was at that party to come forward. So should we tell, should we get that message out as well to everybody that was at that party that they needed? Who do they contact?
Well, I've been not in charge, but I've taken on the responsibility of trying to get in contact with everybody at that party. I've posted teen meetup.
Okay, this is the part. She goes, I've taken on the responsibility. I'm glad she phrased it that way. So now she's going to explain, like I said, road to hell, paved, good intentions. I don't think this girl realizes what she's doing, and there doesn't seem to be an adult around her that's bringing her back saying, stop what you're doing. You need to advise people to call law enforcement. That's what you need to do. So listen to how she is coordinating.
Teen to teens, where there's no adults, no parents, and no media coverage. Everybody stays anonymous, and everybody does not get, everybody is just talking teen to teen. We have interviewers, only about 7 or 8 of us, and that's the limit we're trying to keep it at, to keep the information kind of in a simple one source area that we can go to. And we've moved locations, multiple, trying to make things more convenient in the Tahoe area, in the Truckee area. We've held one last night, and then we held one tonight, and we had a lot of teens come out today and explain things. It's just a way for teens to not feel the pressure of getting in trouble by their parents, or to feel like the cops are going to get them in trouble, or to feel that the media will spread their face all over the internet. We're just trying to get teens to be honest, because kids will tell kids who they kissed, and kids will tell kids who they drank with, and
they don't want mom and dad to know what really happened at the party.
Exactly.
I totally get that, and that's good that you're doing that. Laura Truan just was in the.
Okay, I'm going to give her an E for effort. This was not her bright idea. Okay, now what she's doing on the side, the teen meetups, give her tips, the website's processing things, all that stuff, whatever. Law enforcement said from the get, they're not stupid. They know they're all out there in the woods partying. They know that they're drinking, drugging, the whole thing. They're the ones that said, we don't care. They don't want a bunch of tattletales calling going, well, I saw old boy over there and it looked like he was smoking a cigarette. I think he stole it from his mom. They don't want all that stuff. They already said, we don't want to hear that stuff. We need tips in relation to Kylie. So she's kind of putting all this together like it just dawned on her. Let's figure out a way to do it where they don't get in trouble from their parents. That was already set up, but thank you.
In the comments, Laura Truan says you're doing a great job, Sammy. So I'm trying to think, what else can you tell us that can help? Anything specific about that car? Is there anything like, I don't know, maybe the car? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so a lot of us just remember today, because again, we weren't ever really looking severely at her vehicle when we were just friends with her, but we do all remember that she has a sticker of a bull. We don't have the exact sticker, but it's a sticker of a bull that is right under the windshield wiper. Right under that is where the back windshield, the animal. It's a sticker of a bull, the animal, like a cow with horns.
Okay.
Right under the back windshield wiper. It's right under that, and her car does have hubcaps, because in a lot of these pictures, cars don't have hubcaps. Her car has Honda hubcaps.
Okay. Wow. So look for that car that has it may have a bull a sticker of a bull on the back window, that 2013 Honda CRV. It's a silver car,
and there's a sunroof as well.
And it has a sunroof. Okay,
Yeah.
that's another good detail. So it has a sunroof and it has a bull sticker. There's a sticker of a bull, the animal, a bull, on the underneath the back wiper, the rear wiper, the rear.
Yes, right underneath it.
Okay. Jane Darby's wanting to.
God damn it! Really? It's got a sunroof and a bull sticker. Can we have the right information?
Ask you, anyone that you noticed hanging around her? Was there anybody was hanging around her? Did you notice anybody around her?
To be fully honest, I was inebriated at the time, so I wasn't
I get
fully attentive of who exactly was around us. When we were going around together, we were just in a lot of different huge groups of people we had never met, because her and I are similar.
Okay. Not picking on anybody and what happened at the party. She clearly said, well, I couldn't tell you because I was inebriated. Now she talks about all of these new people that were around. They're drinking. They're in a state of confusion because they have all these new faces. I just don't think that she has all the details. I just don't.
In the sense that we're both very social. We'll talk to anybody we meet. We love meeting people. And so that's what we were doing and everything.
You girls are amazing. I'm just impressed with it, but it's so sad that this has happened. I just, man, my heart goes out to the family. I just, she's a beautiful young girl. She's only, I got a daughter the same age. Lord, I can't imagine what they're going through. I just can't imagine. I'm just trying to think. I'm assuming that they're checking mine shafts. Maybe the car went down off the road into a ravine. I don't know. But the phone. What about the phone? Can you tell us about her cell phone? Is there anything specific you can tell us? Go ahead.
So it has we're having trouble remembering what color. Like, my cell phone is a green phone, but I have an orange case on it. But we do know that her phone has a black case on it with a sticker on the very middle back that says sex wax on it. And it's an iPhone, not the Samsung that was found. It's an iPhone.
So it's an iPhone.
I forget which generation and which number, but I can post about that or something, or get in contact with you.
Okay. Real quickly, Laura Truman wants to ask you, what about pictures and social media?
I find it odd that she doesn't know very many details about Kylie's phone. I don't know anything about my friends' phones. I can't tell you, like she said, what generation they are. Kids really look at that stuff, though. And for them to be so close. Now, she wasn't sure if Kylie wears an Apple Watch, and now she knows it says sex wax, the case, and the color, but she can't really tell you any more about the model or anything of the phone. I just find that odd for some reason.
Media posts, there has to be evidence this party went down. I'm sure there's people taking photos or TikToks. I'm sure there's got to be a TikTok video of the fight or something, right? There's got to be something out there.
Yeah. So there's hundreds of videos. We have videos of people taking videos.
Oh, wow.
We have
very good. Very
hundreds
good.
Of videos, hundreds of pictures. We've asked everybody to send us any videos and any pictures that they have, even if it's a picture that looks exactly like something else sent us. It could have different angles. We're looking at an app called Be Real, which is where a lot of kids waited, because the Be Real, it's an app where you can post a picture and there's 2 minutes at random points in the day. There's only one a day. And it comes as notification will pop up on your phone that says, you have 2 minutes left to post your Be Real. Like, everybody you can post it later in the time, but you're supposed to post it in that time. We're looking at everybody's Be Reals because we know a lot of people waited until they were at that party to post their Be Reals. So we're looking for people to look back in their Snap memories, anybody that we can see in those videos, anybody that we can see in those Be Reals. We are looking at Instagram posts, photos taken on video cameras, photos taken on Snapchat, videos on all of these, and everything.
Okay. She lived fairly close. Is this picture correct? She was about 12 miles away. The Prosser family campground was roughly about 12 miles from her house. Is that correct?
That dot is not exactly where she was located. It's a little bit more to the right and towards the little blue lake that you can see up from it. It was a little bit closer to that lake, but definitely that's about, it would have taken about 30 minutes for her
Okay, I'm back.
About
It just
approximately
ended.
30 minutes for her to drive.
Okay, JPL, now we can hear you. Give us all the goods. What happened? Why did she get upset? Don't leave me hanging.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
All right. So the community meeting went very well.
Okay.
It went really well. Okay, I'm gonna head out here so that I don't break up. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, nothing new. They didn't really say anything new. The parents spoke, and I did take notes. I took notes, and there are several things that they did say. Hold on. Okay, they have been collecting ring cameras from all over. Anybody that has a ring camera that's anywhere on the road near where the party was. So they're getting all of those ring cameras. They've got that. 3,500 hours. They had people in the water today swimming, volunteers swimming, looking for this girl.
Oh.
Yeah, they had people in the water. The Amber Alert should have gone out, and even the police had, like the night of, it should have gone out. There was criteria, actually, because there's a car. There has to be a car. So they said it should have gone out that night. An Amber Alert should have gone out that night.
Who said that?
A lady had asked about the Amber Alert, and then even the police had said they're in agreement. It should have gone out. An Amber Alert should have gone out that night because there was a car. Usually Amber Alerts are you have to have a car. So
well, we have her tag number.
Right, exactly. Yeah, when I asked about the parking situation, Sammy got a little bit sad with her friend, and they started talking to each other. So I don't know. It's hard to read on that one, but she was with her at her car when she had to charge her phone at 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now who was with who when they had to charge the phone?
Sammy was with her when she had to charge her phone.
Okay.
And they would not talk about the parking. I mean,
why?
I asked. I don't know. I asked it because they're waiting for, they're hoping they're going to get some video. But yeah, they didn't want to mention anything about how I said, where did everybody park? And everybody in there said, yeah, that's what we were wondering. And yeah, they didn't say much about that. They really didn't say much about that, except for we need to get video and some more tips on that. But they weren't talking about, where, because I said, was she blocked in? Was she parked on the beaten path somewhere different than everybody else? And they would not answer that question.
Okay, Ozzy says she said they had other friends in the car. You ask about the parking situation. You said she got upset.
Yeah, she looked visibly upset when I asked her. Or when I was asking the question about parking. She had her head on her friend's shoulder and was very physically, she was upset.
Okay. Was anything addressed about where to send tips?
Yes. If the tip line does not work, you can go to an email. Sheriff, and then it's like a lower, God, I don't know how they do it. God. Well, I can't explain it. Sheriff, and then there's a little line that's at the bottom, like in the middle of sheriff, but it's lower. It's not like right in the middle, like a minus.
Underscore, sheriff,
Yeah.
underscore.
Thank you. Underscore, that's the word. Tahoe Invest Tips. Tahoe Invest Tips at placer.ca.gov.
Okay, so if the tip line,
does not work.
The 530, what tip line are they referring to?
The 530 number.
530-886-5375. If it's not working, they're probably overwhelmed.
There's another one. Here's a call, an anonymous tip line. Here is 530-581-6320. Option 7, it says.
Okay, I saw that on the sheriff's Facebook page as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't say anything about the teen meetup or to get a hold of Sammy if you have a tip?
Yes. Okay, so there is a teen, they call it a teen team meeting. And there's going to be one August 11th, that's tomorrow, at Incline High School from 5 to 7:30. The parents can drop their kid off. They can't go with them. There's no media, there's no parents, there's no cops. It's just for these teens to be able to talk to other teens and give them information. And then they will, I'm sure, giving it to the police.
So they can talk to other kids, and then, I mean, are they wearing a wire? How
that's
what to relay?
That's what I wanted to ask. I should have asked them that. Because the first sheriff I started talking to, that you heard me talking to, was the captain, apparently. I should have asked him that, but yeah, they did not say that. Huh. Did not.
They're all so young, they don't even understand. If they call anonymous, no one's going to track them. Well, and they would track them down if they had certain information.
Right. If they had information, they have to, It was funny because she said, you can be anonymous, and they won't tell. I won't tell. And she's saying this in front of, this is Sammy talking to all these people, saying, it's anonymous, and I won't tell your name. I'll pretend like I don't even know you, even if I've known you forever. So I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't either. Get your notes. Who is this woman? This is JPL. She's a local that went to the meeting tonight. I just don't see how this teen meetup is going to work.
Right. See, it's this teen team, and they are being a liaison so that teens that were, or whoever was at that party, can call in or whatever anonymously and send them photos, video, whatever. Yeah. which is kind of crazy. You know, I even said, I mean, some other lady said it. She goes, I don't understand why you would have an 18-year-old as your, you know, but they don't care what these kids did. They don't give a crap what they did. They just want to know what they saw. And if they saw her, I don't care if they were high, drunk, taking lewds. They don't care. They just want pictures, any video that they've taken. That's all they care about. And they have, like I said, they have done extensive searches with people's ring cameras, security cameras, anything that's on the highways. They've got it covered.
Okay, and you've got it covered too. That's a lot of information. Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting because the dad spoke and he could barely keep it together.
I imagine. I feel very, very bad for these families.
The mother was much better. She had a good support system around her, but the father seemed just broken.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
So anyway, that was my adventure to Truckee today. I'm sorry it got broken up so much.
No, that's okay. That's what happens. We're live. You know, it's a live show. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, yesterday morning my electricity went out.
That's right.
Mm-mm-mm.
So anyway, yeah, it's this girl is definitely. She does have a boyfriend. He is in Napa.
Okay, because Sammy said it's an ex-boyfriend.
Well, he was a boyfriend, but he's still a very close friend, I guess.
Okay.
So they're not like see each other exclusively or anything. But she said, yeah, he drove immediately the next day to Truckee to be with her mother. So
I agree with Moni. All these videos and pictures need to be turned in to the proper authorities. I am really afraid with so many kids that were at that party and all the going back and forth, especially the Snapchat, that something's going to get lost in the shuffle. And this is going to go on and on and on and on. I mean, every minute it's ticking, guys. The clock is ticking.
it really is. I mean, it's we're going on what, day 5? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's 5 days.
Yeah.
So, you know, and she could be literally anywhere up and down the state, in another state. That's what they were talking about. It'd be very easy to go right into Nevada.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little scary. It's a little scary to think. But
Janice says, LOL. If Sammy wasn't talking, everyone would say, why isn't Sammy talking? You people. Welcome to the channel, Jana. This is how we do around here. We discuss everything that's out in front of us. We agree to disagree. In this case, we're going to agree to disagree. Nobody would know who Sammy is unless she came out. She's not a sister. She's not a mom. She's not the dad. She's not of anybody that anybody would ask, where's the mom? Where's the dad? Someone obvious. Nobody would know who Sammy is unless she came forward. So, you lose. Nobody would ask where Sammy's at.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we're losing JPL again.
whatever. Am I going in and out? I'm at Donner.
Okay, well, I'm
Have
going
I
to let
lost
you
you?
get home. Yeah, I'm going to let you get home because it's cut. Yep, we lost her. I knew that was going to happen. I wanted to have us, everybody be able to tell her thanks and everything. All right, so I guess Sammy's going to be making the rounds again tonight. We'll check that out. Maybe find some information. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. The main thing is Kylie's missing, and you have a party of 200 to 300 kids that don't seem to have any information. It's crazy. It makes no sense. And we're going to keep talking about it. We're going to stay till the bitter end, if you know what I mean. So we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Make sure you sub. Hit the reminder, so hit the bell so you get reminded. Hit remind all. And thanks for a great conversation, sticking around through the technical issues, signal in and out. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Bye-bye.